Hey everybody, welcome to GGS Railways. My name is Greg. This is my YouTube channel. Tonight we are going to have the most unfair fight known to man. Tonight we're going to pit the Lionel Blue Comet, the 263E, which was originally produced in 1936. Is reproduced in the 1980s. This is the 1980s reproduction. And we're going to pit it against the American Flyer Blue Comet that came out in 1953. Now both are beautiful sets in their own right, but it's just unfair to put anything at all against the Lionel Blue Comet. Now, having said that, the American Flyer Blue Comet has its definite good points, and we'll go over those in just a minute. Okay, everybody, let's start with the underdog, the American Flyer Line 466. So this was actually a very popular locomotive. As a matter of fact, if you pick up American Flyer, the Greenberg guide, this will be on the cover. So it was wildly popular. It came out in 1953, and many people have this or had this. The cars that I have that go along with this are and all these are from 1953. The 962. These are what they call the chrome cars. This is, of course, the dome chrome car, and for what these are actually in excellent shape. These did not age well at all. So these examples that I have, while they are a little rough, they are certainly much better than most that you will find. So anyways, once again, this is the 962. And last but not least, we have the observation car here in the back. This is the 963 car. Once again, not perfect, but certainly much better than most that you will find. So, all right, let's talk about this American Flyer 466 and why it's so special to me, and why I even think that it should go against the other Blue Comet. So I don't remember exactly how old I was, but this locomotive right here and the cars that you just saw were my very first exposure to model trains at all, ever. My uncle had this set. He ran it quite a bit. Tell has it that he ran tracks throughout the house, long journeys, to and back. And anyway, I didn't know that for sure that this was, what he had, but he confirmed that yes, this is what he has. Now this isn't his. He still has his. He's very proud of his. Probably his is in much better condition than mine. So all right, so that's why it's so special to me. So now let's talk about the Blue Comet, the legendary Blue Comet. Okay, so let's talk about the Blue Comet, the Lionel Blue Comet. This was actually based on a real train. The Blue Comet was an actual real train. The Blue Comet was operated by the Central Railroad from 1929 to 1941. It was very popular, and it really was blue. The locomotive really was blue. As a matter of fact, in the dining car, the chairs were blue. All the porters were dressed in blue. Even the tickets to ride the train were blue. The Blue Comet was known to be very fast. It took passengers from Manhattan to Atlantic City in 3 hours. The locomotive was capable of producing speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. That's very fast. I mean, let's think about this for just a minute. I mean, 1929, 100 miles an hour. Wow. All right, let's take a look at the train itself. The model train itself. We won't take a look at the real one because I don't have the real one here up on my kitchen counter. But this guy right here, this is beautiful. I mean, every time I get this out, wow. As a matter of fact, I mused in my community post earlier that, any excuse to get out the Lionel Blue Comet. So the American Flyer Blue Comet was kind of tongue-in-cheek, but like I said, it does have a very special place in my heart. And so, I mean, we're not making fun of the American Flyer Blue Comet. I love that as well. But this Lionel Blue Comet, I mean, wow. Well, I mean, what else can you say? Just wow. So once again, this isn't the original 1936 Lionel Blue Comet. This would have been, I believe, from I want to say mid 80s. It's a Lionel Classics, if you're familiar with that reproduction. And it's supposed to be like to painstaking realism as to, you know, what the original was. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. So, yep, I have all but the observation car, and unfortunately the set that I got, that was missing. So anyway, we are still looking for that. Someday maybe we will find it. So all right, so I think we've about gotten to the point that I know everybody's just waiting on. They're probably just wishing I would shut up and run this train. So all right, you get your wish. Let's go do it. Okay, everybody, I have both Blue Comets on the track here, and we are just about ready to go. We got the Lionel Blue Comet and then the American Flyer Blue Comet. Two very different locomotives, two very, very different sets, but both have very, very special meaning to me and a really big place in my heart. So, all right, I guess I've probably talked enough. Let's get this train going. Right, it's off. All right, now we just got to get the American Flyer going. I started the wrong train. Did you guys see that? All right, let's try that again. All right. Two Blue Comets running at the same time. Talking about a double meaning, right? I'll slow these guys down just a little bit so we can enjoy it a little bit, I think. I don't know how fast, scale-wise, the Blue Comet is going right now. You know, Ruin would do 100 miles an hour. Maybe that's close. So in any case, I think we need to slow it down. Just something a little more real. All right, that's looking better. All right. Go down this other guy as well. There we go. That seems a little more tranquil. So if you watched any of my other videos, you know that here in a minute we're going to take the camera down to the floor and we're going to give you that view, and it ought to be pretty stunning with these Blue Comets. So let's let these run around just a few more times and we'll take you down. All right, who's ready for the floor view? Let's do it. All right, who's ready? Let's go. Okay, so this has been the Lionel Blue Comet, the 263E, and the American Flyer 466 from 1953. These guys are just absolutely beautiful, and I love watching them run together. The nostalgia from my childhood, and then just the big, beautiful Blue Comet. I mean, wow, what a combination! Almost like an overflow of emotions. So, all right, I'm gonna let these guys run around for just a few more minutes, and we're gonna call it it. So I'm gonna be quiet now. You guys can enjoy the trains. Okay, guys, I think this is about it. Once again, it's been the Lionel Blue Comet versus the American Flyer Blue Comet. In my book, it's tied. I mean, wow, they're both beautiful. They're both wonderful. Such great pieces of nostalgia and memories. Just wow. So, all right, guys. Well, if you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. I know I enjoyed the video. It's like any excuse at all, obviously, to get out the Blue Comet. I mean, that's always going to be a good day in my book. So, all right, for our returning subscribers, thank you. We hope you guys are enjoying. We appreciate your comments, your camaraderie, your friendship, your suggestions. I mean, you guys are the best. We couldn't do this without you. So, thank you. All right, guys, so this is about it, and GGS Railways out.